Wagwan and what's up? Welcome back. It's Josh. Today we're reacting to Superman and Lois Season 2 Episode 13 titled All Is Lost. Last episode we saw the fallout of Lana finding out Clark is Superman. She was kind of unhappy with Clark but got over that, then was unhappy with Lois and kind of got over that but then told them they couldn't be friends anymore. It is a bit complicated. We saw the kids, Natalie, John and Jordan, go into the mines looking for some XK because Natalie has been building her own super suit which he's going to give to John because John's the one that needs it at the minute because of his doppelganger being on the planet. Although I don't know whether that will change now due to the fact that the fucking necklace amulet thing pendant has been destroyed. Ali Allstone came back as Parasite and fucked up Superman and Tauro. Speaking of Tauro, he was released temporarily by Clark and then he escaped at the end, but they're not overly worried about that. They're just more focused on Ali. And that's pretty much all the big points. Without further ado, we're going to get into the episode. If you guys enjoy, remember to like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
He's a force of nature, four-star general. What about your mother? She left when I was a kid. Must have been painful.
Oh, so it looks like we're getting a bit of a backstory episode, seeing a bit more of Lucy, a bit more of Ali. But I think we might be diving into the mindset of Lucy, as it seems, which is really cool because, you know, she kind of pops up for an episode and then disappears for 5 and then pops back up. So I'm excited to see a bit more of Lucy. But yeah, as you can see here, she's struggling. Her main struggle was being kind of the odd one out in the family.
Can you open up the most recent file for the suit, please?
Of course, John. Please specify which suit.
What?
Oof! He knows. He knows she's made herself a super suit. I don't think he's going to be too happy about it. Obviously, protective dad isn't going to want his daughter going out in the field. But from what I've seen of Natalie, which hasn't been a lot this season, to be fair, a lot less than I thought we would, she knows how to handle herself. So I'm not too worried about her.
But Lana isn't ready for Sarah to know the truth about our family, so...
So shouldn't that at least be up to Sarah?
Yeah, I think she's seriously overreacting.
Guys, Lana now has...
I don't know. I think John and Jordan are slightly overreacting. Like, it's kind of a big deal. Like, to tell a 15-year-old girl that, A, you have superpowers and your dad has superpowers and is probably the biggest superhero on the planet who lives right next to you, and expect her, after everything she's done this season, to keep that to herself. I kind of agree with Lana. But that's just my 10 cents.
There's just one thing left for us to do. Merge both Earths into one.
Well, that doesn't fucking sound good, does it? Does that mean everyone merges, or do they both all exist on one Earth, or... Because, assumably, if they don't have the pendant, you can't merge the people. But if you can merge the planets, does that... You know what? I don't know. I don't know.
2 days ago when Mrs. Cushing's killer clone tried to murder us. And I saved your life, by the way.
That is not fair.
I am qualified to do more than sit on the sidelines.
She's kind of holding her own in this argument. As much as I want to agree with John. Because he's right. She is 15. She ain't... Yeah, no, I don't... No matter what... We've seen John been beaten the absolute shit out of maybe 4 times, and we're only in season 2. He's had brain damage, fucking internal injuries, all sorts. All I'm saying is, he barely survives. So, it's not going to look good for you, Natalie. And he can fight. He's meant to be doing this. Like, he's kind of a superhero. He had a vendetta and everything. But, I don't know. She's holding her own in this argument. And it's annoying me because John's right. But, at the same time, I would really like to see her in the suit.
Your brother must be pretty upset.
You kind of ban him from talking to the girl that he loves, so...
You know what, right? I've been where Jordan's been. And it ain't worth it. Bro, he got to find someone else. Have a little bit of fun. Maybe multiple someone else's. Have a lot of fun. And move the fuck on. It ain't worth it. Sarah ain't worth it. Let's just slowly push the Cushings out of the series. Fuck it, we can keep Lana. I like Lana. Push the rest of them out. We'll get the kids and Kyle. They'll leave Smallville at the end of the season, and we'll keep Lana. And she can. I don't know how it will make it work, but we'll make it work. But Sarah's been nothing but a hindrance this season. So come on, Jordan, go on a Clartathon, and then move on.
Now's not a good time.
But please, it'll only take a minute. You need to know that Sarah means everything to me.
Is it frowned upon if I skip the scene? Is it frowned upon if I skip the scene? Nah, I'm a warrior. I'll battle for it.
I'm something you're shackled to, a constant disruption in your perfect life.
I'm so sorry that I ever made you feel like you were a burden.
I love a bit of Lane family drama, you know. It's a nice step away from the Kent family drama, and it's refreshing enough because I actually like all three of these characters, and I feel like Lucy has a fair point and Lois has a fair point, and I'm actually interested on how it's going to pan out. I really hope by the end of the season Lucy becomes good, but the way it's gone so far, 13 episodes in, it's not looking likely. So I'm interested to see how they'll tackle it. Nah, I reckon you got to Doctor Strange it, right? Take him to the edge, push him off. He'll fly. He ain't gonna die. So, like, just push him off. He'll figure it out. The fear and adrenaline will kick off and then he'll be able to fly. That's what I'd do. But I'm a bit of a dick, so I guess it's not really the same.
Come on, Jordan! Yes!
Yes. Finally, we got Superboy flying a little bit. I like that. I really hope. I mean, it's a long shot, but I really hope he gets to like suit up before the end of the season. Like season final, if we can get him a little suit, that would be dope.
This is not going to make you a better version of yourself. You won't be you at all. You'll be somebody who hurts people like she does.
Your sister's right.
At the end of the day, I agree with Lois and Sam. What they're saying is correct. But after the whole conversation they had 5 minutes ago about, you know, trying to become a family, them forcing her to make the decision they want her to make, granted it is the right decision, it's not gonna fucking help. Like, you gotta allow her to be able to look at it from both sides and make her own decision. Because otherwise, it's just not worth it. You've just had this whole conversation and now you forced her away from you again.
This time I have to fight.
Okay.
There you go. I like that. She really, honestly, she really held her own in the argument. It wasn't, you know, I feel like a lot of arguments in not just this show but different shows as well, when the adults and kids fight and the kids then get their way, it doesn't feel deserved because the kids didn't hold their own in the argument. But I genuinely feel like Natalie had a fair few points over John in this. So, yeah.
Is you, Lois. I never know what to believe, and I'm sick of it.
Lucy, don't.
You want Superman? I can get him.
Oh, I knew this would happen. As soon as they started trying to force it, I was like, oh, of course Lucy's going to turn. Of course. I would have, just to prove a fucking point. I'd have been like, nah. You're trying to say we could be a family again and you respect me as my own person. And now you're like, yeah, you have to do what we're saying doing. Fuck you.
Call her. You're hurting him! Call him!
Oof. Annie might have just turned the tables. Lucy ain't gonna like that. As much as she's pissed at him, stealing her father's life force is not the fucking way. I think she'll still call him because Superman could Superman things, but I think this might change Lucy's mind a little bit.
Lois must be there. I need to go.
Dad, we need to go. You know the suit will protect me.
Go on, Natalie. Oh, mate, I didn't expect to see her suit up this episode, but that would be sick. Oh, I knew it. I knew she'd be capable of fucking up Clark. That doesn't look good at all. He's looking like Bizarro. Mate, oof. This is going to be rough. Natalie's got to get in there quick to save Clark. I'm excited to see their dynamic in the field. You know, Natalie did just call John Sir, which I think she had to do because she got on there too. I think she had to show a bit of respect there. But yeah, I'm excited to see how those two, their chemistry in the field will work together. It'll be interesting. Come on, Clark. Come on, Clark. There we go. For a second, and with the title as well, All Is Lost, I was like, oh no, they're not killing Superman. Fuck. I quite like the look on Lois's face when she realised it wasn't John in the suit. That was cool. I'm hoping that Lucy will figure out that Clark is Superman this episode, but I don't know whether they'll go that far or not.
This is all my fault.
We've all made mistakes.
See, oh.
But true.
Like I said, I think Ali going for her dad was, or Lois, like, it was a lose-lose for her when she was trying to fearmonger everyone, and I think that was really the turning point. I do think Ali had Lucy on her side 100% until she tried to go for her actual family, and then it fucked it up. And I think this episode has a nice sort of I don't know the word I'm looking for, but having the flashbacks and the present time kind of the reverse of each other. So you have the flashbacks of her falling in love with Ali, and now the real time her falling out of love, and there's something really nice about that sort of reverse symmetry, which I quite enjoyed about this episode actually. Hang on. How have they got away with letting John into the room and keeping Lois out? How does that make any sense?
So what are you saying?
There's a chance he might never be the same again.
Fuck. And he might have actually killed Superman. We might just have to deal with Clark Kent. Okay. I'm sure he'll come back. Don't they have one of those yellow sun pods that Superman had in the Fortress of Solitude and Young Justice? Stick him one of those, he'll be bright as rain. 100%. Wow, she's doing it. She's merging them. And there ain't nothing no one can fucking do. She's got the power. She's just depleted the world's biggest battery, and she's gonna merge. And I don't know what this is gonna mean, because it's not like they could call Superman. You better hope Kara's around. That's all I'm saying. You better hope Kara's around, because it ain't looking good, bruv. It ain't looking good. Well, that was incredible. We'll get the promo up in a second, but we'll talk about it first. That felt like a big one. That was quite a big episode. A lot happened, and it all fit. Like, considering we had a lot happen, it all fit nicely together, and it didn't feel rushed, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Superman's down for the count. Jordan's learned how to fly. He doesn't know how to stop. He knows how to fly. But I feel like that's the more important thing. He's invulnerable, so he can fly. He can just crash where he wants. Not a lot happened with John. We had a nice sort of conversation between him and Clark where, you know, he's like, everything he's done's all forgiven. But then Clark kind of left him. But I kind of understand it from Clark's point. It's got to be quite tricky dealing with one superpowered son and trying to give what's best for him and the other son as well. So I kind of, like, I understand why Clark did what he had to do, but I understand John's frustration with it as well. The Cushings weren't really a big part of the episode, but they were there what they needed to do. You know, it kind of fixed this family drama going on and got into the mind of Lana a bit of how she's feeling with all the secrets, and she's not holding up. She completely blew Jordan's head off. I had a lot of fun laughing at that. Yeah, and it was quite cool seeing their family dinner at the end, and they're all kind of reconnecting. And having Kyle see the photo of them all in the office, I feel like it's going to kind of build this almost, I think for him, false hope that there's a chance of them getting together, because I don't think right now, anyway, Lana's in any position of getting back with Kyle. Like, we're seeing how much she's struggling anyway, and I don't think she's gonna get back with him anytime this season or for the first half of next season if they do get together again. I really like John and Natalie's dynamic. You know, the protective father, kind of rebellious daughter, and they discussed it, and then they ended up in the field together. And although it wasn't like a big field fight, it worked well for what it needed to be, because Natalie didn't go in all guns blazing. John knew he couldn't hold his own against Parasite, and he got fucking blasted off again for like. I feel I'm a bit worried about him, because if he one more heavy clunk to the head, and it's not looking good. You know, last time he forgot that his wife was dead, and this time God knows what the damage is going to be. He seems all right compared to Clark anyway, but yeah, I'm a bit worried that all of these opponents are a bit out of his league. I really did think that Tauro might have shown up and helped Clark, but I felt like that would have been a bit rushed considering he did escape. Lucy in the lanes, like I said, it had this nice sort of reverse symmetry with the flashbacks with Lucy and real time, and I really like how her and her dad at least reconnected at the end. I don't know how it will be with her and Lois, because obviously Clark is not in a good state, so I don't know how their reconnecting will go, but I'm sure by the end of the season it will be all right. And then to end it, Ali is she is merging the worlds, whether we like it or not, whether or not she succeeds. I think she has to succeed, right? But I don't know how they're gonna go about it. And yeah, let's get into the promo. I think it is episode 14, World War Bazaar. World War Bazaar. Yeah, that's a bit too many words for me. I'm gonna pray the audio's okay for once.
Clark?
I'm not getting better. The world needs my help, and I'm, what, just taking a sick day?
If she can do that.
Okay, so, as I kind of suspected, we're taking yet another break. 21st, so it's not too long. It's just a week off. But, yeah, Clark's not well. Knew that. Taking a bit of a sick day. And he's just a bit all over the place.
That's just Superman. What chance do the rest of us have?
You are more than just your powers. Because of your heart, be Superman.
I just want to take a look at some of those images we've got. The whole family, I guess that's Clark coming back. There's one with Natalie. I'm guessing something's happening to John Henry because Natalie is not looking okay. Hugged by Lois. That, I'm assuming, is the world's merging with the red sun looking at them. 2 episodes left. And it was basically Lois saying that you're more than just your powers, you're Superman, be Superman because of your heart or some shit like that. It looks good. I'm upset that we're taking another week break, but what can you do? If you guys enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe. Leave your theories for the last 2 episodes in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this episode. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.